Julian, it appears that you haven't even started packing or moving, and I want to be sure that you will be out no later than the 31st. So I need to make sure you have a plan in place for vacating the home as per the eviction notice date we agreed to.
Yeah, so we had spoken before. When I got the 3-day pay or quit, that's when I decided, I'm just going to be leaving. But I had not received any formal eviction
can I ask one more question? Ma'am, knowing that this is a credibility issue, do you want to change anything you've said about that video that we saw? And maybe whether or not you were trying to conceal that document in any way from the camera?
No,
None of that.
I threw it because I was disgusted.
But we didn't see any of this.
I'm sorry that you didn't see
All
it,
right,
but
so,
that's what I did.
Last chance.
I dropped
credibility.
I swear, as God is my witness.
All right, that's all I need. I'm good.
I'm 100% telling you the
All
truth.
right. Thank you both very much. We're going to excuse you while we deliberate in this matter.
I feel compelled here to start with a fundamental legal principle, which is false in one thing, false in all things. And it's a jury instruction that is often given to explain to juries that if you find that someone has lied, you may reasonably conclude that they have given false testimony about other things, even without other evidence that those other things were false. And I think that that kind of principle applies with tremendous force here to the plaintiff. She was hiding that piece of paper on that video, and she tossed it in order to hide it behind that door. The other thing that she lied about was knowledge of the fish tanks. We have those text messages from the defendant where, as he's moving in before the flood, the plaintiff is joking about pimping out one of his fish, but also making specific reference to how long it's going to take to set up all of his fish tanks on the patio.
Yeah.
So her testimony is false. She lied. I can't really trust almost anything she says.
Like the
Especially
fact that there was a flood? You don't trust that?
They don't disagree that there was a flood.
All right. Can I respond then to you?
Yes, go ahead.
Arguments? Yeah. First of all, I think it would be quite unfair to disregard all of her testimony because it's concluded from a video that where there is still some residual ambiguity that she's lying, even about something that ultimately turns out to be not relevant to the outcome. Let's assume she's lying. I said she's a liar about that. But he agrees that he was filling up a tank and there were at least 40 gallons of water in that room. And he gets away without having to pay for the damages?
That is not my position.
Not mine either.
I believe that she is entitled to some damages.
I do too.
But I also feel that her lies should be considered with what she's claiming are her damages in terms of how much we're going to award her, and we also need to credit the defendant for the work that he's done.
What damages is she exaggerating, and what proof do you have that they're exaggerating?
Well, let's get
It's not my job to disprove her damages. It's her job to prove them.
Right.
And when she comes to
She's
court,
giving us damages.
but when she comes to court and lies to me, the other things that she says are harder to prove. We can't just kind of poo-poo a litigant who comes in here and lies to us when we have video evidence and text message evidence. I think to say like, oh, the video wasn't so clear. Like, I want to start from the premise.
Wait a minute, are you saying that I'm poo-pooing it?
Yeah, I think
I'm
you're
not poo-pooing it. I'm saying
irrelevant.
there is an element of ambiguity.
She lied.
Even if she was lying, you can't use a lie to wipe what we otherwise believe is
I agree
true.
with you. I agree with you. And I think there's clearly a certain amount of
I don't need to raise my voice.
No, I don't. I think we are having a
Out of
hearty
frustration.
disagreement. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little frustrated with the fact that she is going to recover a lot after coming in and lying to us, right? That frustrates me a little. But it's the law.
Look, I understand both of your positions. I would be angry at someone who lied to me because you're really taking me for a fool. But I think this woman, with all her imperfections, really didn't bargain for this.
So here's where we are. The plaintiff's Exhibit B identifies all of the damages that she suffered.
She's listed an excessive amount of damages.
I agree.
That she can't back up. But I do think that the flooring, the carpeting, and the removal amounted to $2,200.
I would also give her the excess water usage.
So what is
which is
that?
another couple $100. $850 for junk removal, $400 for the excess electricity, and then I want to add to that $600 because she had proof that the electrical work was left undone. She also has $158 of sanding and repainting.
So what is
We're
that?
almost at $5,000. But what makes me more comfortable with our verdict is the $5,000 in damages are easily established by the photographs. So we have a verdict, however reluctantly I may have gotten there.